The Boron letters. The AIDA formula to write better. Copywriting has to be done according to a formula, a proven sequential outline like AIDA. Attention, interest, desire, action. Your manuscript should: first, get the reader's attention. Second, get them interested. Third, make them desire what you are selling. Advice on better marketing copywriting. Compel him to take whatever action is needed to get whatever it is you are selling. Describe benefits the prospect gets if he buys our product or service, and remember, you must do even the obvious. When you write bullets, the basic pattern should be specific/blind fact, benefit. Rewrite, by hand, famous ad and marketing copy to get a feel for it. How to write well. Use simple, common, everyday words. Write short sentences and short paragraphs. Use transition words and phrases to make your writing flow smoothly. Ask questions once in a while, and then answer them yourself. Attributes of a good writer. A good writer is one who makes things perfectly clear. The best writing goes unnoticed. Your ads should have a crisp, clean appearance. Go the extra mile in whatever you're doing to increase professionalism and perception. Never make a decision when you are halt, hungry, angry, lonely or tired. If you offer a promotion, offer a reason to go with it. I am offering you this special deal because you, by virtue of some unique circumstance, are so special. Read your writing out loud to improve it. Sweat the details, and use exact details in your promotions. 5 key takeaways from the Boron letters. Mind follows the body. A regular exercise routine is not only good for your health, but also clears your mind to set you up for a productive day. Find a hot market first. Only then should you begin to look for a product to sell. A good writer makes things perfectly clear. Use simple words, short sentences, and many transitions to make your copy flow. Get their attention. It doesn't matter how good your copy is if nobody bothers to read it. Use specific details and emotional descriptions. Both will increase your reader's interest in what you have to say and boost your credibility. The power of perseverance. Try things at least twice. Just the second attempt at anything hard will be much easier. Not a little bit but by a lot. It is true of almost everything, not just sports. Everyone wants to climb the mountain, but the big difference between those at the top and those still on the bottom is simply a matter of showing up tomorrow to give it just one more shot. As someone once said, most of the world's work is done by people who don't feel like getting out of bed. You don't have to get it right, you just have to get it moving. Just do it, and keep on moving on. Overcoming negativity. When it comes to accomplishing things, most people fail to even try. There is no benefit in dealing with people who have nothing but negative things to say. Sometimes there is no use wasting time and energy fighting established beliefs by arguing, and it is better to just silently go about proving or accomplishing your goal. When most people tell others of any plan to make money, they are met with instant negativity. Once you set out to actually do something which may elevate your status, many people will tell you it can't be done, or simply isn't worth it. Goals and planning. Going over and over plans is a good way to make sure everyone is on the same page and remembers small things. Write down your goals and go over them every day, not just once a year. Sweat the details. Confidence and self-reliance. A fat, sloppy, or skinny and weak body tends to broadcast to the world that the owner of that body is lacking self-respect. Defensive behavior invites aggressive action. Rely on your own strength instead of somebody else's compassion. It is important to know that often, self-reliance is the real motive of great businessmen and not money. It doesn't matter how much you learn if you don't use what you learn. Passion is greater than profit. Money, in my opinion, especially big money, is most often a byproduct of enthusiasm. The money is where the enthusiasm is. Please remember this. When hiring, always look for the most enthusiastic person, not necessarily the most qualified. A student of marketing. You must become a student of markets. The first and the most important thing you must learn is what people want to buy. The way to deduce what people want to buy is to simply observe what they do buy. If you want to be a top-notch marketing man, you have to know how it is. How it really is. Not how people, or you, wish it was or how they think it is. No. You must become a student of reality. The hamburger stand. If you and I both owned a hamburger stand and we were in a contest to see who would sell the most hamburgers, what advantages would you most like to have on your side? A. Superior meat to make your hamburgers. B. A street corner location with high foot traffic. C. The ability to offer the lowest prices. Answer: none of the above. The best advantage of all is a starving crowd. A hot list of your best customers. The best list of all is your own customer list. Nothing will add to your bottom line as fast as selling something new to your existing customers and sourcing new prospects. Characteristics of hot lists. Recency, most important. The more recently a person has purchased, by mail, something similar to what you are selling, the more receptive he will be to your offer. Frequency, the more often a person buys a particular item, the higher his desire for that type of production service. Unit of sale, those who spend more money on a product. The copywriting primer. When you get stuck or emotionally jammed up, one of the ways to get yourself unclogged and flowing again is just to keep moving. Run. Walk. Jog. Write. Do the dishes. Write from start to finish in one sitting so your different moods on different days don't seep into your copy and make it disjointed. After the initial copy dump where I pound out all my thoughts for a sales letter on a keyboard, I reread whatever I wrote and apply the so what test. In your attempts to stand out, try and fight any urge to sound like a cliché and use phrases that a reader could finish on their own. Copywriting basics. Use simple, common, everyday words. Write short sentences and short paragraphs. Use transition words and phrases to make your writing flow smoothly. The key is to go through many edits, cutting everything out until cutting any more would be cutting something the customer would like to know. Ask questions once in a while and then answer them yourself. Good for the eyes. When a person first looks at something you have written, it should be something that looks inviting to read. This means wide margins, a certain amount of white space, double spacing between paragraphs, short words, short sentences, short paragraphs, and an attractive, inviting layout. Whenever you write an ad, it should look, insofar as possible, exactly like a rave review written by a reporter. A good first impression. Most of the time, a person will never alter his original impression. Most of the time he will simply edit all new info that comes to him and process it in such a way as to validate his original opinion. Make sure your promotion has a crisp look about it. In other words, the layout should be clean, there should be a lot of contrast, and it should look easy and inviting to read. If you use pictures, they should be, as a general rule, of an upbeat nature. General life advice. The first thing to do in the morning? Get outside and get walking. Fast 1 day per week. To figure out what people want to buy? Just look at what they do buy. Segment your marketing, be specific in who you are targeting, and custom tailor your ads to them. Work on subjects you love, the enthusiasm will make it easy. Keep 2 lists, one of tough tasks and another of tasks you can do regardless of mood. That way you can be productive regardless of your state. Work in the library, or somewhere else people are working. As social animals, it's hard for us not to work in places like this.